time, but it is a beautiful day, okay? Now, my voice is a bit raspy. We're going to keep pressing. We're going to try and stay focused. I'm not the only one in the community. It's quiet right now, but okay. Again, you can hear anything here in Chicago. You can see anything if the camera's on. It's not right now. I'm in podcast mode. Now, I do have True Crime Story Time with Laverne and Shay at Spotify, Amazon, Apple. It pops up. I'm not getting any money, but someone did mention, hey, you're top 5. I'm like, wow, okay, I need to go back. I don't know why my name is showing up all of a sudden, but let's talk about it. We're going to talk about my real estate solutions this time. I have a podcast for real estate solutions under my Manifestation Realty title. Someone may have tried to steal it. Fine. I'm going to heaven. It doesn't matter. I can find another name. I'm creative. I don't have to steal. I was on X, formerly Twitter, today, and I saw a few posts about the things that are happening in Los Angeles. I'm not sure why that is right now the only place that's having issues. But with all of that said, I do propose that someone considers marriages. Now, I don't know anything about it, but I've read a little bit upon it. Marriages. It can be for recreation, social, resort. Excuse me. What else? Tourist attractions, things of that nature, things that make money. I thought that was a great idea. But it would be like a dam or something, I guess. It can be used for military purposes. Excuse me. To control water or whatever. Okay. Make it beautiful. Make it beautiful. Okay. Make it great. So my proposal is to stop all the violence and maybe move into the zone of making the borders, because I think anywhere there's money, there's opportunity for pirates and various people to get in the country. Now, I'm not against it. I understand there's dangers, but I'm worried about the two-legged folks that act like animals that are already here, that I know. Okay, so for those that are worried about that, I think we should start a barrage. Now, it's not to a barrage, whatever you call it, BARRAGE. I don't think this is to control water, but guess what? It does somehow generate hydroelectricity. So that's great. Generating electricity from water, that's great. So I think they need to start at the points that we're worried about so much, where people are coming in or that are residing. Create a residential space or a resort style space where people can come and visit. Maybe it should have hotels that they can visit in. Maybe it should have shelters that they can come visit in, but they cannot come into the actual country. Why not make it money? Why not make it beautiful? Why not make it where North Carolina is, New York? All these places have water where people come overseas. They travel to the country and you don't know it. And they're just talking all about Texas and all this and that. That's obvious. But there are other places where Cubans come in, Dominicans come in. I don't care about these people coming in, but you guys do. And I think the solution is to create a place where these people can come and visit and feel like they are part of America. And that way they'll stop trying to get in here. In fact, you can even make these spots where people can actually work instead of being a part of America that you guys want to preserve, which is a mixing pot anyway. Make it where people can work there, create jobs, all the malls, the attractions, the resorts, the maybe it should be just a resort. I won't say a gambling spot, but maybe a place for them to visit, shop, maybe stay, maybe some residential, and make it for them. Make it for the people that are visiting. A touch of America, all the things that we enjoy, such as, hey, it could be even sponsored by SpaceX. Who the frick knows, okay? But naturally, I want my name on it. They can sponsor it. I don't care. But it's my idea. I don't care. Yeah, make it more like an amusement thing. A place where people can come and maybe live here and there around the borders. Just create, again, pivotal points. I think New York, Florida, maybe around Canada, those borders, Wisconsin, wherever there's water, I think we need to place these things so that even sex traffickers, which are weird, but they can't come in and gather up stuff. I think if we can cut off all these places where these strange folks from overseas and down under the earth and all that can come and pay somebody here, however, on a dark web or something, to do something weird, and all they gotta do is meet at a border somewhere. Let's cut it out, okay? Let's get back to basics. Let's get back to the reservation of keeping things great or whatever. No one wants to suffer that has a brain, and you shouldn't want others to suffer. What I mean by that is, just because someone wants something to be a certain way, maybe it's not the right way, but let's figure out how it can be. Let's get it back on track. The violence, I don't think that's the answer. If you see there's something crazy, you need to, I say, isolate it off. Bring in clothes, blankets, first aid kits, maybe food, maybe water, maybe medical people, just to cater to that group. Instead of all this riot and all this breakout and all that, be nice and escort those people where they need to be. Be nice. If they need a ride to somewhere, round them up, put them in. But all the violence, all the chaos, maybe that should not be. Hi, Stephen. Hello, Otto. How are you? But I think it'll be great to, again, kind of surround the borders with businesses that you can't crawl over. You can't go through the back door and get in, maybe even like an island. An island around the borders, where people can, again, kind of like moats or something that if they're trying to get across it absolutely will cause problems. Just give them something that you would want. Maybe a taste of whatever you're trying to get, just to satisfy you. If they want to enter, they should enter certain places and maybe fill out documents, present it to someone, or they can just work on these borders and maybe find housing around those borders, and dedicated to the tourists, dedicated to the people that want to visit. Let them work those spots. That way they don't have to try and get access. They have a touch of it. They have a taste of it. I don't know if it'll quench it, but that'll create jobs for them. That'll create, housing. It's going back to us anyway, most likely. We're funding the properties. If you're worried about the property's integrity or whatever, I say just make sure you help, tell them to have some type of ID or creative system where, as they come in, you give them their own ID that's just for them on that spot, in that area, wherever they are. But it's registered to whatever you want to call it. Taste of America residence. I don't know. It's just an idea I'm tossing out. So again, it should have housing, maybe grocery, clothing stores, things that we enjoy. Just let them have a taste. Just a taste. It don't have to be nothing big, nothing extravagant. It could be like whatever I posted on X. It's a big old resort style, like a darn compound, almost like 26 in California here in Chicago. And not as glamorous, but shoot, excuse me. If these buildings are tall enough, people cannot absolutely be trying to climb up and cross over. Okay. Just my idea. It's more to this, but I'm not feeling like going into details. But yeah, make it glamorous. Give them a taste. Let them come in and hang out. Let them shop. Let them find a job and work right along that area, the border. If they don't like that border, they can go over to the New York area. At that border. If they don't like that border, they got to travel around to get there. Maybe we'll have a ferry that travels from border to border. Who the frick knows? Florida. Anywhere there's water. Any state that allows building, which is, we're the government, Jesus. We're the people, as the Constitution says. We have a right to say, that's a great idea. Hey, guys, let's get to it. Okay? And start building. And make money. Like I said, when these tourists come in, they don't have a job, get them a job. It wasn't going to hurt us. If they don't like that spot or they want to relocate, they can go around any of the states that are around the border. They want to come in again, they should submit documents. They should go through the whole blood work, the process of getting their blood into the system, DNA registry, whatever it is. And they should have certain housing. Okay, it shouldn't be less than, but it should be specific housing. It can be anywhere, but it will be deemed as like Taste of America resident. I don't know. Whatever the case, just an idea. I guess I could sit around with people and ponder over what I think is great. For those that might want to be a part of the American dream, to get a taste, just my idea for Border Patrol. Yeah, give them some excitement. Let them enjoy, because people are looking for refuge. They're looking for change. They're looking for growth. And their countries absolutely probably do not offer those things. So if we do, we should find a way to implement it or offer it to them. I don't know, but that was my idea, to kind of cut down all the chaos. Just give them a place to visit, a place maybe to live on the outskirts of America, a place that offers the same benefits but not inside. Okay, that no, they don't. They'll have their own little world out there. Okay, they'll have a job, they'll have benefits, they'll be working for the Taste of America, whatever. What's it called? TOA? Hello? I don't know. They can put my name on it. It can be sponsored by government people. I don't know. They have their own government for all I care. Hey, there are some trillionaires out here that might want to be the president of that little outskirt of America. Run it like they like it. Oh my goodness. Bye for now, okay?